together. Yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai. Hine ma tov umanaim shevet kulanu gam yachad. Hine ma tov umanaim shevet kulanu gam yachad. Yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai.
The Lubavitcher Rebbe relates the tale several travelers were warming themselves by a roadside inn fire. They began to sing praises of their rabbis. One said, over 10 years we wanted a child. We got the rabbi's blessing. We had a daughter. Another spoke of the rabbi's prayer bringing back his wayward son. A third finally spoke up. My rabbi blessed my business venture, and as a result, it lost thousands of dollars. So what's the miracle? Another asked. The man replied that I still belong to that congregation. In a covenant community, we don't ask the Rebbe for blessings. Rather, we live so as to be a blessing ourselves.
Gather us in peace, gather us in joy, gather us in strength. We are one. Gather us in peace, gather us in joy, gather us in strength. We are one. Yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai. Hine ma tov umanaim shevet kulanu gam yachad. Hine ma tov umanaim shevet kulanu gam yachad. Yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai 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 lai, yalla lai.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
It's wonderful to see everybody on this Memorial Day weekend. You could be out shopping, but you're here, which is very exciting. We share together as we kindle the lights of Shabbat on page 120. Peggy, come on up. Remembering both your mom and your dad at your side. First, read this thing.
Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them. So may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
As we rise, we turn the page for Kiddush. And you need this.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kitashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
And on page 130, L'chunu Radana.
Let us sing unto God, sing unto God a new song. Let us sing unto God, sing unto God a new song. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Lechu neranena l'Adonai, naria litzor yishenu, nekadma fanav betoda, bizmirot nari alo, bizmirot nari alo. Let us sing unto God a new song. Let us sing unto God a new song. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Some have accused us as a Jewish people of being a little bit critical. I call it the missing tile syndrome. When you're sitting in that auditorium, it's a gorgeous presentation, and all you can see in the 14th row is the missing tile way over there, and you can't even focus on the presentation. So this is a moment for, as the bracelet is, Hakarat HaTov, seeing the good. So we're going to ask you to take a minute to talk to each other about some great goodness that happened this week. Not some major thing, but something in your life that you may have otherwise missed. Something worthy of blessing. We want to have you share with each other, and then we'll share a little bit as a congregation. Take a minute and a half.
Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks for all that is. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks for all that is. There will never ever be another day just like this day, so let's give thanks now. There will never ever be another day just like this day, so let's give thanks now. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks for all that is.
So do we have a few offerings of thanks? Something that happened that was blessing worthy, or something you shared for which you are truly grateful? Alexander. Harrison Sugarman has made it from New Hampshire, and it's a journey. Let me tell you right now, it's a journey. I've been in New Hampshire. We call it New Hampshire, and the truth is, it is treacherous. And anybody else, please. I love that. I love that. I love that. Listen, everybody is getting this, right? We get it, of course. Yes, I love that. Yeah, please, Wendy.
Our fellow congregant, Andrea Lloydman, was married in a beautiful ceremony by you.
She was married last week in a beautiful ceremony. It was lovely. Lovely. Yep. Michael.
We had an 84th birthday and brunch with our kids.
You had an 84th birthday. Who was the 84th birthday? Oh, firstly, you're pointing fingers here, Michael. Lynn Reichcott, 84 is the new 60. I'll tell you right now, Lynn Reichcott.
She makes it look good.
Yeah, amazing. Awesome. All right, Adrian, I saw your hand.
Andy and I were here last night at a fantastic confirmation service and Shavuot service, where 27 wonderful 10th graders were confirmed and shared their really inspiring Sinai statements.
Yeah, truly something. Truly something. I will send you a check after Shabbat. That was good. All right, last 1 minute.
I just got back from Chicago visiting my grandson with my daughter, and we went to a Cubs game. Jeffrey, they're crazy in Chicago. It's like
No. You know what? The Cubbies and the Red Sox, they're both equally insane. Yeah, no. But it was great. It was great, right?
very exciting. Very
Did you have a Chicago hot dog?
and everything else, but I didn't.
What do you know?
You know,
Anyway.
our big sister here actually has a gratitude that everyone
What do you-
deserves to
Hadley,
hear.
what do you wanna say?
Why are you here?
Why are you here? A baby naming. We're going to get to
Very
you.
excited.
Just sit there. You're doing such a good job. We're going to get to you soon. It's going to be cool. We can't wait. We are so grateful to be together as we share in welcoming the Shabbos bride with Lachadodi on 138.
Lecha lecha dodi, likra likra kala, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likra likra kala, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabela. La 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 lecha dodi, likra likra kala, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likra likra kala, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Ishmi'anu el ha'meyuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. L'shem ol tiferet v'liti la 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 lecha dodi, likra likra kala, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likra likra kala, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nel בבעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי, לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
And now we take a moment to greet one another.
We rise. Yai la 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 ya la la. Page 146. Yai la 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 ya la la. Yai la 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 yai la 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 la. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. HaMevorach leolam va'ed. HaMevorach leolam va'ed.
Here in the shadow of Shavuot, atop page 151. Join me. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha behayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha beshinantam levanecha bedibarta bam beshiftecha bevetecha uvlechtecha vaderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha behayu letotafot ben enecha uchtabtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Emet. Preparing for Michamocha. Let's see if I'm right. Hold on a second. Let me try to do this the right way. There it is. Preparing for Michamocha on 158, especially this Memorial Day, a framing for freedom. The commander at Fort McHenry, Major George Armistead, had written to his senior officer, "It is my desire to have a flag so large that the British will have no difficulty seeing it from a distance." He was in luck, for a 30 by 42 foot banner had been commissioned and was in the ready when a Washington lawyer, a first-hand witness to the Battle of Baltimore, September 14, 1814, watched the stream of sparks from bomb fuses arching in the night sky, only to give way after a 25-hour battle through the haze of cannon fire, the sun rising over the battered British flotilla to the victorious hoisting of a giant flag. So in response, Francis Scott Key wrote, "What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, or the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there." And so it still waves. But freedom's challenge to us over 200 years later is to discern what it means to defend that flag, a liberty that is truly a justice for one and all. On page 158.
Yalla lai lai ya lai lai yalla lai 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 yalla lai lai ya lai lai yalla lai 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 yalla lai lai ya lai lai yalla lai 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 ya yalla lai 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 mi chamocha baili Adonai mi chamocha nedar bakodesh nora tehilot o sefele o malchutecha ra'u vanecha bokeh yom lifnei Moshe malchutecha ra'u vanecha bokeh yom lifnei Miriam zezeli anu v'yomeru Adonai imloch leolam leolam vaed yadadai dai yadai dai yadadai dai dai yadadai dai yadai dai yadadai dai dai yadadai dai yadai dai yadadai dai dai yadadai dai 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 dai.
An alternate Hashkivenu, seeking shelter, a place we can all be together, united by love, page 161.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, Lishalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
We rise for the tefillah on 164.
Adonai, sifatai tiftach, ufi agid tehilatecha. Adonai, sifatai tiftach, ufi agid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Bekonei Hakol, Bezocher Chastei Avot Beimahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memit, Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol, Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Ukdoshim b'chol yom yehallelu chasela, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el hakadosh.
We take a moment to listen to the voice inside, all those things that we usually push away. Now's the time to hear our hearts speaking.
Make of us a house for all people. Gather us in hope for all people. Surround us in peace for all people. In wholeness and in love. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lecho hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lecho hashalom. Lecho hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael. B'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. בשלומך. Make of us a house for all people. Gather us in hope for all people. Surround us in peace for all people. In wholeness and in love. Make of us. Make of us a house for all people. Gather us in hope for all people. Surround us in peace for all people. In wholeness and in love. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
We rise as one congregation seeking hope and healing for those struggling against sickness, body, mind, or spirit.
מי שברך אבותינו מקור הברכה לאמותינו. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing and let us say Amen.
In our congregational family circle, we especially call to mind my Uncle Jerry Gallner, Pat Ryan, Stanley Tereski, Joseph Spinelli, Jody Kahn, Samuel Phillip, Ariel Eden, Ian Spear, Kristen Harris, Millie Marmer, Frank Fuzolari, Jackie Pearsall, Brad Dembski, Elise Silverman, Dave Richards, Christy Riggs, Lauren Riggs, Lynn Finch, Jennifer Halpern, Arnold Becker, Missy Garrity, Maggie Krause, Jody Goddesfeld, Marsha Warner, Michael Cooperman, Josephine Lovner, Michael Birkin, Andrew Michelson, Susan Collini, Lois Weitzner, Roberta Kluback, Dan Zimmerman, Randy Rosen, Brad Garfield, Carol Ann Goldberg, Thomas Kraus, Marty Zan, Toby Scleroux, Marlo Wiggins, Ellen Weiner, Kit Davey, Helene Hauptman, and Charlotte Coyne. Anyone here had a name in hopes of healing?
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Everybody can sit down except for the parents and grandparents and sister of Brody James Ball. Come on up. Come on up. You have a part, and this is a baby naming, but it's in the presence of a congregation. So please, right, we need you all up here. Was that mic on? We're just going to put that mic on for you. There we go. You guys go right in the middle, right in the middle. You guys are right in the middle, please. Looks like we have generations here. We have more than just, right? That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. It's a motivation to have children when you're young. I'm just saying this. Look at this. Look at this. Pretty awesome. This is the naming, the special Brit Chaim for Brody James Ball, who is a great baby. And look at those eyes, man. You cannot buy those eyes. God and Creator, happy parents have come into your presence with grateful hearts. Give them the wisdom to teach their child to be faithful to the heritage and household of Israel, that he may grow up with the knowledge you are always near to him, guiding and sustaining him. May he come to see through the love of family that you, O God, are a spirit which unites us all, Holy One of blessing. Grant this little child health of mind, strength of body, that he may enjoy fullness of years and may be blessed with the gift of godlike growth, the ability to discover the wonders of our world more and more each and every day. In every birth, blessed is the wonder. In every child, blessed is life. In each new dawn, blessed is the light. In every love, blessed are the tears. All right, Mom and Dad, this is you.
O
O God, for the gift of our child, our greatest gift. We give thanks, praying that we will ever continue to be worthy of the blessing and sacred responsibility of parenthood. May we show our gratitude to you by leading our child in the way of righteousness. Teach us to guide him in goodness. May we instruct him with compassion and wisdom, so that he may grow up loving humanity, bring honor to the name of Israel and all humankind.
By the way, there are two children, but it's his naming, right? It's like, okay, I'm just going to grab a toe, okay, sweetie boy? Okay, here we go. Mi sheberach avotenu Avram Yitzchak v'Yaakov, v'imotenu sarav karachel v'leah, v'yivarech et hayeled harak hazeh, v'yizku aviha v'ima l'godla l'chancha l'chachma, v'yu yadeha v'liba l'elmana v'namar, amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rebekah, Jacob, Leah, and Rachel, bless this beautiful little boy with life and health. May Brody James be a delight to his parents, his grandparents, great-grandparents, bringing honor to the people of Israel, blessing to humanity, and glory to the name of God. Now, in the presence of loved ones and the presence of the Holy One, we give to this beautiful little boy the name Shlomo Yaakov ben Eleazar v'Zahava Miriam. Let this become a name which is honored and respected for wisdom and good deeds, compassion and courage, for a sense of humor and his sense of self. Let this be a name known for dedication to the human spirit, the betterment of all humankind. May God's blessing rest upon Brady now and always as he's entered the covenant of Israel. So may enter into the study of Torah, the blessing of marriage, and the perpetual practice of good deeds. And let us all say,
Amen.
All right, grandparents, come on, and greats, come on up, everybody together. Right at the mic. Gotta come to the mic, Here we go.
May God make you like Sarah, who gave birth to laughter. May God make you like Rebecca, who took hold of her family's future. May God make you like Leah, who filled the world with a legacy of love. May God make you like Rachel, who brought life to our people Israel. May your life be an example of dignity. May your life know God in holiness. May your life be filled with love. May family be the legacy that guides you every day.
And before we share the oldest blessing we know, we just want to give always good parting gifts at Larchmont Temple. So here we go, right? So we have, right? So Brody, we have the naming certificate for you, right? Which says that you were named here at Larchmont Temple, right? Right? So very important. And because we want Torah to be really close to you, we want to give you your own special Torah, right? Right? It's a Torah. You can eat it. You can drop it. Nothing happens. It's all good, right? This is your Torah. And where's Hadley? Hadley, come over here, sweetie. Come in. This is because you are the big sister. No, that's not your Torah. This is his Torah. You can hold it, right? You can share it. But these are, you can hold it for now, but these are books for you, right? This is a book counting on Shabbat. And this is a book that you soon, I guarantee you, will be reading. And this book is about being thankful. And look, it says to Hadley, Brody's big sister and teacher, right? These are for you. Okay?
You say thank you?
I know that you want the Torah. You want the Torah. You guys are great. You guys are great. Mazel tov. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We have to the blessing, the Birkat Kohanim. Don't leave yet. Never listen to the rabbi. Never. Where's the cantor? Here she is.
We weren't leaving.
You weren't leaving. No, but I was. All right. All right. Come on.
Get close.
Brody, come over here. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna go on this side. You go on that side. Grandparents hang out right here. Here we go.
Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yihuneka.
God deal kindly with you and be gracious unto you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha. Shalom, 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 shalom.
God's radiant light shine upon you, within you, and grant you life's sweetest blessings, Brody James Ball, health, wholeness, endless abounding, family love, and always peace. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. All right. Take this.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate you.
From the sacred to the realities of this world, the ones that I think leave us feeling a little unsettled, we're going to start with a way for all of us to get on the same page. Just for note, raise your hand if you've seen Giant. Excellent. Thank you. All right. I am tasking all of you at the start. You think that you're sitting in the sanctuary, but actually you're the new editorial board for the Blue Square Foundation, all right? Spending lots of money to spread the word about how hard it is to be Jewish right now. And all of you, we're gonna watch one of their ads. We're gonna watch the full ad, half of it played at the Super Bowl. And my question for you to begin is, how might you end this ad differently? How might you create an alternative ending? No, don't go. Technology. So a little vignette, a little moment. How does that sit with you? How might you end it differently? Wait, I have a microphone.
I think conceptually it's a good ad. I think the issue is just the acting and the very unnatural portrayal of the situation.
Okay. Recast. It's an interesting, right?
He needs to have a stick in that locker, and then he needs to take it out and whack him in the head.
All right.
I actually like
Hold on.
I actually like that ad because I think it's good that it shows that people should. We teach kids to be upstanders, so that guy's being an upstander. So it's literally showing what we're supposed to teach kids in school.
There's what we're supposed to teach, and there's also kind of the Kishka reaction, which I think is what Mike is saying. And I just want to say out loud, the important part here is no matter what someone's response is at any point in our conversation, I think the most valuable thing is that we hear each other for the truths that we each have and not judge any of our reactions, whether it be to this ad or to the show. Other alternative endings? Any creative? Where's Jim? Maybe God's gonna send a lightning bolt down. We were talking about lightning bolts earlier. Yeah.
When I saw the ad at the Super Bowl, I immediately thought that this was a great intent and a bad execution because it portrays Jews as victims. And I don't like the idea of being portrayed as victims when we are accomplished contributors to society. We do not need to be rescued by a bigger, taller, stronger person. And the proper ending has been executed. If you Google it, there are other iterations that you can see where it shows in this one iteration that came out right away, it shows what that young man goes on to do, to study, to be a doctor, to be an electrician, to be an engineer. And then it shows him actually being the doctor that saves the life of the bully who comes to him for help later in life. And that's a good one to Google and see what an alternative ending is.
I like the openness of that. I appreciate you sharing that. I've seen that version of it. Yeah.
I entirely appreciate and acknowledge the emphasis on agency from the previous point and Jewish self-agency. But I think the point of that Blue Square ad is to emphasize solidarity, particularly across marginalized communities. And I think that is I think we need to think maybe in a broader context. That was aired to a massive audience. And again, it's to frame anti-Semitism from a perspective that stimulates other communities. Correct.
Yeah, the ad wasn't made for us. We certainly have responses to it, but it was intended to reach a much broader audience. And it's interesting, and based off some data that Rabbi Sorkman shared, it was very successful as it was in that format. And I appreciate all of the other iterations. And it's all of these different ways of responding, which are what I found myself acknowledging during Giant. So a little bit of overview. Giant is the story of Roald Dahl. It's a couple of hours in one day following him writing an anti-Semitic review of a book about Lebanon and the war in 1983. With trying not to do spoiler alerts, I know the Rabinoviches are seeing the show next week. Try not to do that. But at the end of the day, there's not really a spoiler alert to be had because we know this story. We're living this story. That's the shocking thing about the play, is that it was written in 2018,
about an event in 1983. And it feels like we saw it on the news last week because this story keeps repeating itself. So, what were there were different responses from different characters to the anti-Semitic nature of Roald Dahl. Anybody remember from the show, was there anyone that kind of took Mike's stance, like let's raise a sword and just chop him in half? It wasn't quite that, but there were definitely characters that had a more direct response to his anti-Semitism. And the interesting about the show is he's fairly antagonistic. He gets a little bit of a rise out of stirring people up. And that's what makes for good drama. Whether you like the show or didn't like the show, it made you think. And I don't know how you felt at the very end, but it felt weird to clap. Because it left you, the acting was, call it whatever you want. You're so in this. So looking at these characters and how they responded, there's the agent who comes from New York, and she ends up being the one who he asks pretty directly, essentially like, so what, you're a Jew? They sent the Jew to come tell me I'm being anti-Semitic? And she has this start of something that's maybe not so proud and overt about her Judaism, but as the show goes on, it happens more. It stands out more. And then who's the antithesis, the other Jewish character that's kind of the antithesis to how she responds? Anybody remember? The guy. Yeah, the agent that he's worked with for years and years. You learn his background as a Holocaust survivor, and he's kind of portrayed as this like, don't ask, don't tell, I just want to like support your work. Until his buttons get pushed, we all come to a point where we respond differently because it becomes personal. So in your experiences, how did Giant resonate for maybe how you've responded in a situation? Who did you find yourself relating to in these different responses within the play? Maybe you were the maid. Do you remember the maid and her response? But I found myself sitting there kind of judging myself for trying to figure out who I would be in this story. I don't know if this resonates with anyone. Yeah, what are you thinking about, Len?
What you said about how far does somebody have to go before it pushes your button.
Okay.
And I, if any one of them, represented with the young woman who was there to interview. And she was very composed at the beginning. She was unbelievably, admirably composed because she had a job to do and she wanted to do her job. And after a certain point, when he kept badgering her, she lost the whole sense of this was her job, and it became very personal. And it took longer for the agent to really have that happen.
Minna.
Not in terms of the character, but in terms of the play. At the beginning, there's a separation between anti-Israeli and anti-Jewish, just like now. And by the end of the play, Roald Dahl has totally, combined Jewish and Israeli, and it's so hateful and so contemporary. I found the play extraordinarily depressing.
Yes, go see it right now. It's really depressing. It's thought-provoking, but that's okay. Good theater should stir us. This is all right. And so what do we do with this? As we experience anti-Semitism, how far do we have to be pushed to stand up, to say something? Adrian.
So Andy and I were on our way to Greece when you were all going to this play, and we have tickets to see it. But I'm going to share a little incident from a couple of years ago. I went to a nail salon. I was having a manicure, and there was a male customer who was about to leave, and the owner of the salon went over to him to get him to pay. And just out of the blue, this man said to the owner, "Oh, you're like a Korean Jew, you just want your money." And I'm like, oh my God. I'm sitting there, you go to the nail salon, you want to relax, and I said, I can't not say anything. So as the guy walked by me, I said, that was an anti-Semitic remark. And he really, he didn't really want to acknowledge it. And I was really seething, and on the way out, I said to the owner of this nail salon, you should not let people make anti-Semitic remarks in your business establishment. How would you like it if he said something blatantly anti-Korean? And I never went back there.
So Adrian's line is clear. Our line is different, all of us, and it's really muddy. I think part of what struck me in the show is when it was blatant, when it wasn't just kind of under the surface, this anti-Semitic rhetoric, but it was direct. And when we hear stories like that, I want to believe that we don't all have that story to share, but we might. But it's not happening every day, please God. So there's something about this personal experience of it that reminds us it's real. And when we hear it on a big stage in a big theater, it stirs us. I don't have an answer here. When I said we would talk about Giant and I hadn't seen the show yet, I thought, oh, there must be some nechemta at the end and, some feel-good moment to leave with hope. This is where we find hope. It's not on the stage. It's when we take sanctuary here in this place. And it speaks to why we just had a piece of music commissioned speaking to this moment, because we couldn't find the perfect piece of music that speaks to the challenge of being who we are today. So I don't have a clear answer. I don't have that Caldant, go out and take on the world. It's all gonna be okay. And it will, but I don't know how. But I think it starts right here. It starts with this. When you feel your faith is sometimes overtaken by a storm you find you weren't prepared to see, and the ground you stand upon is somehow shaken, you find it's hard to simply let it be. Would it help to take a moment to remember there's a deep and ancient history we all share? We may not always speak each other's language, but we can hear each other's prayer. Let us always be stars we can follow. Let us keep understanding in sight. And on the first day, second day, seventh day, always, let us be each other's light. May our families be mountains to build on. May our love God with all of our might. And on the first day, second day, seventh day, always, let us be each other's light. When the questions come about the world we live in, this is terrible. It was such a moment. Page 8. Thank you.
Our humor makes our shoulders shake with laughter. Our blessings make us glad to be alive. How to partner in a promise, teach our children yet to come. How to flourish, how to nourish and survive. There is only one way. There is only one way. Biyachad, together. Let us always be stars we can follow. Let us love God with all of our might. And on the first day, second day, seventh day, always, let us be each other's light. May our families be mountains to build on. May we hope remain always in flight. And on the first day, second day, seventh day, always, let us be each other's light. And on the first day, and on the first day, second day, seventh day, always, let us be each other's light. One more time. And on the first day, second day, seventh day, always, let us be each other's light. Biyachad, let us be each other's light.
I'll use this one. I can use this one. As I said the other day, written for us, coordinating with our Stars of David program, but we're going to use it in the coming year as well, when our covenant learning theme is constructing covenant, or covenant construction zone, as we're starting to build literally, but written for us after consulting with both the cantor and myself by two Broadway, off-Broadway composers, Zena Goldrich and Marcy Heisler. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And it's a great song and really encapsulates the beautiful teaching. We rise for Aleinu on 586.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, la'tekeru la'liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kecho habonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
Making ready for Kaddish on page 598. We tribute centuries of soldiers who have given their lives to defeat tyranny, the tyranny that threatens our world, our country, even today. Allegiance not to any single human, but to the aspiration for a more perfect union. We link those nameless soldiers, but never ever forgotten, to those in our own congregational family circle, especially during Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning. We remember Don Ware, father of Carolyn Dorfman, along with Jed, grandfather of 3, Arlene Shodosh, friend of Faye and cantor Katie Orangel, Robert M. Rose, MD, husband of Kay Weinstock Rose, father of Ariana Rose Komaroff, Alyssa Ann Rose, stepfather of Jeff Weinstock, grandfather of 5, Karen Rabinowitz, sister of Rabbi Charlie Rabinowitz, of course with Wendy, aunt of Bryn and Jamie. And just this week, Harvey Levinson, husband of Gail, father of Kim Greenfield, along with Mark, Mindy Levinson, along with Matthew, and grandfather of Noah and Ella. To those names, we link the Yortsites consecrated this Shabbat of Herbert Semmel, Edith Holtzman, Albert Schoenberger, Julius Marmer, Luba Samuelina, Sanford Lefkowitz, Simon Rosenberg, Sam Camlett, Joni Grossman, Chris Jake, Bernie Scheller, David Gorovich, Jade Stekowicz, Sandra Flegel-Hirsch, Martin Bernhardt, Ernest Freiburg, Ruth Berger, Robert Halbin, Molly K. Cohn, Elizabeth Hilbert, Thelma Weingart, Howard Hirsch, the first Yortzeit of Lenny Waxman, Emmanuel Brandis, Sissy Watka, Susan Jo Thal, Selma Susnick, Richard Chesney, Jorgen Elkin, Shirley Cook, Arnold Haas, Jerry Cohen, Audrey Gerstner, Dorothy Weiss, Alice Levy Lesser, Jodine Schenkerman, James Ellis, Ronald E. Wynn, Lawrence Bangser, Henry Brandon, Morris Blum, Samuel Medwick, Dallas Speckman, Solos Blum, Blaine Zuckerman, and Fanny Koch. Anyone here add a name in sacred remembrance? Remembering them, their love still lives as we share in words of Kaddish. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah be'alma difrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yomechon u'b'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'bizman kari v'yimru amen yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam olamei almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei dekudsha barichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechamata da'amiran ba'alma v'yimru amen yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen Oseh shalom bimnomav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu al kol Israel. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be our blessing. Amen.
I'm Jim Cowan. I'm a member of the Board of Trustees.
And I'm Daphne Gelblum, also on the Board of Trustees.
And we have a lot of exciting things going on at the shul. Okay. As I look for, okay. So, among things, Hevra tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. We have a minyan following. Then, on Thursday, we have an Israeli update. We have Michael Milstein, who's a Israeli intelligence person going to be talking about Palestinian affairs. That's Thursday at 7:30 p.m. in the Grant Conference Center. Talk about anything else? We are raising money for the new edition. There's going to be a L'chaim donor wall, and it will allow you to contribute $150 and you'll be on the wall.
Just as a reminder of other events that are going on at the temple, it's a very busy week as we wind up our year before the summer starts. Next Friday is a Young Family Shabbat Service dinner. Next Friday is the B'nai Banat, our adult B'nai Mitzvah candidates will be here and becoming B'nai and Bar Mitzvahs. In 2 weeks, yes. In 2 weeks is a family Shabbat dinner.
Yeah.
And look at the bulletin for other events. Want to wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for being here tonight, and thank you, Rabbi Serkman
Very
and
much.
Cantor Marble.
And Justin, thank you. You know, and
Thank you. Another note, you know, if you like music, don't admit that you don't to me. On June 4th, we have an awesome service with 3 3/4 of a cantor. I'm going to be leading with Cantor Freda Mendelson, Cantor Lori Corson, and a year from being a cantor, Carly Levin-Santalone, who grew up here. So the 4 of us are going to be leading the service with a little bit of a lean into America, looking towards the month of July 4th in 250 years. So it's going to be a lot of music, and it's pretty exciting to get to lead a service with all those awesome voices.
We rise for our closing song.
Amen, 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 Bibru, amen. May we be protected, may we feel held and free, may we have patience and wisdom as we go on our way. Bless us with the knowing that we are never alone. Bless us with love for the journey, and we say amen. Amen, 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 Biru, amen. In the lobby, you'll find a post-Oneg so you can keep talking about the themes of Giant and what we discussed. Feel free to keep noshing and talking.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.